When you look at Dreykus, and now, listen, he's one of those guys that we all want to underrate him. Oh, he's not so good.
Short bus,
everyone's like, when he knocked out Robert Whitaker, oh, something's wrong with Robert. He's not the same guy.
So it's one of those
then he wins
things.
the belt.
It's like it's one of those weird things where like he's not that good, but he has this. He fights really hard, and when you have a chin made of granite,
and he's big,
and you're big, and you fight hard, you can do a lot. But I mean, like, no, he's not that good. He has a hard chin, and he fights hard. And man, I'll tell you what, dude, like. If anything, you have to have a little bit of admiration for a man who lacks in skill and just makes up in heart.
But it seems like well, so like after Izzy fight, I was like, okay, I'm done ever doubting Dreykus Du Plessis because he obviously makes that thing work for him.
Yeah.
That style he makes work for him. So when you were training, after being in there with him, right, knowing that the punches come from different angles, everything.
It's really hard to find someone to mimic.
That's what I was gonna say.
To get someone just to come forward with like no regard for their safety. That's a real hard thing to do, you know. But like I said, I had Johnny. I think Johnny beat Dreykus.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. Me and Johnny, we log rounds, and I think he beat Dreykus.
Really?
Yeah, me and him, dude, we're neck to neck, toe to toe, and he comes forward. He's a better version of Dreykus, I imagine. Like he uses more skill, but he's a hard guy to train with, which is why I had to ask, you know, Bellator champion to come help me out.
So you're good with your hands up. Your shell, your hands, your jab is good. Like the way you put that jab on people as they enter. Can you find Dreykus more now? After being in there with him, do you have a better idea how to find him more with that jab?
I mean, it is very predictable. I think the word, again, you know, I don't like to make excuses. Every fighter who's ever lost has an excuse. But it would have been the snowball effect if it wasn't for that cut.
Really?
Like, I mean, once that eye was gone, dude, I mean, you see I'm rubbing my eye. I can't see shit. I'm getting hit now more on that side of my face. I didn't get hit on this side. It's all this side.
Yeah.
It really made things complicated for me. And, you know, and no hate on them. On a short bus fights hard. I think that we're going to have a war. You're throwing those little gloves. Everybody has a shot to win. But I just think I'm better.
You think you're better? And do you think that you can you separate yourself from him? Like avoid so much of that chaos, those crashes, to where it looks competitive when you're the one that's landing, but because he's crashing into you.
And that's what it was. The cut changed the optics so much to where you're not gonna have that. You're not gonna have that this fight. You're not. I mean, again, maybe we are. The guy puts his head down and goes fucking full send. Yeah. But I just don't think you're gonna have that this fight.